Good day, guys. Um, I just had a thought about suffering. Like every day wake up, I just feel this pain in my chest. Like not in the chest, but inside of me. Like it doesn't disappear. I suffer existentially, and I also suffer from loneliness and other things in life. And this is how life is. Yesterday, I think about what is the meaning of life, like what is the point of this? Like you're living and suffering. I don't think that's living. I don't really think so. But now I won't talk about this. I will talk about how life is absurd, and I just kind of figured out like how to not be reactive to this crap. So instead of complaining about how life sucks, I'd rather talk about how it is absurd and it's not even worth worrying about. And yeah, these are my thoughts. So what I have been struggling with lately is comparison with my my age group peers. So yeah, I do a lot of comparison. I won't lie to you. And comparison is the number one thing that makes me suffer. And all these stories, you know, in my mind, which I create. But one thought that I tackled it with is basically that we're going to die anyway, so it really doesn't really matter if one person lives like a good life. Like for example, he has what you don't have, and you think that he is happy. For example, you see a couple uh, that who are holding hands and kissing, doing all this cute stuff, and you think that they probably really happy, and this and you think about yourself that you don't have a relationship and you feel sad. You really feel sad about your life. And this is what happens for me every freaking day, pretty much. And yeah, it sucks. It sucks. It really sucks. But since life is absurd and it's not equal, it's not fair, of course, there's going to be suffering and inequality. Because, yes, that's how life is. And you didn't even ask to be here, pretty much. And you have to feel all this crap, all this suffering. But you actually don't need to feel suffering. You don't have to suffer. Why suffer? You didn't ask to be born here. You did not ask to play this game. Like, yeah, why would you play? Why would you let the system crush your mind? Like it's all a game, man. Just don't play it. But there is a problem that I call it biology. And damn, it's hard, man. It's hard to tackle for me, especially. Like I said, I see couples and I get jealous. I compare myself and I feel like crap. But there is a lot of negatives about relationships, so yeah, that all a bit it helps a bit, but not that much, honestly. It's a deeper problem, but now that I know, now that I think that life is meaningless and there is no logic around it, it's all random. it's all unfair. Why would you even suffer, man? Like, why would you suffer for unnecessary things like relationships, like jealousy, for example? It's not worth it, man. It's not. Most of the relationships don't last. They don't. No matter how the couples outside seem to like hug, hold hands, it doesn't matter how cute it looks, how intense it looks, it won't last. It's all biology. This is all programming, man. This is all programming. And I don't want a relationship based on biology. I mean, yes, I want cute moments, but I don't want to like, I don't want it to be programmed. I want to choose a relationship that is conscious, that is natural. Like biology is natural, but it's like, dude, yeah, it's a hard topic, but what I want to say is that I want to choose a relationship consciously, not because I feel like, not because like I need this relationship, but I want it to be like natural. Like imagine just being in a place, you talk, you get along, you're not even thinking about being with that person. It just happens. I want that, actually. I just want that. So yeah, that's that's what my wants. But back to the topic. So since I don't have I don't have it, and I possibly and I probably won't even have it anytime soon. So why even be jealous? Like, why suffer? Since I really feel mismatched by my peers, my age group. I really feel mismatched. Like, yeah. And most of these teens in my age group are matched. They match. They match their. A lot of them match the same nervous system. So it's like it's easy for them. It's easy for them to bond. But I see it. I see it really. Um, what do you call it? Like, I see it funny how they bond. So yeah, it seems like it's a bit funny, and yeah, I feel mismatched. So it's probably really harder for me because I do what others don't do, and I don't do what others do. So yeah, so why suffer? It's just it's a so it's so it's so random. I don't have to suffer. And now also outside of relationships, I mean about like success and crap, and about status, all of these gamey things in life. It's all shallow and it's not worth pursuing. So yeah, why suffer, man? You don't have to. You really don't have to suffer. But there is a part of me that really wishes that I could be matched with somebody. But yeah, that fantasy, that my wants or my needs, I don't know, it makes me suffer. I know how I still don't know how to convince myself to that I am okay where I am and I'm not missing out anything. Like it's really hard for me. Like I always feel like I am missing out on something, like always. But probably it's just my imagination. It's my fantasies. And my imagination is vivid. Like it's really good. Yeah. And I imagine that my imagination is way more fun than reality. This is what makes me suffer. And my mind starts to think that I am missing out on something. But in reality, it's probably, maybe I am missing out, but it's probably shallow. I probably won't even like it. And yeah, maybe, yeah, it sucks that I won't like it because since my nervous system is mismatched with everybody's in my age group and most of my age group, yeah. And yeah, it sucks. It sucks that I can't enjoy all these things since I feel really mature. Yeah, many people say that I am mature for my age, and this is what creates a mismatch, and I suffer because of it. Mostly, but yeah, mostly I suffer because of it. But since it happened to be like that, I matured more quicker than others, and this is I didn't choose to mature. I really didn't, but I just did. So it just happened, you know. I didn't choose it. It's all random. So now that it happened, I suffer because of it. But now I know that life is absurd and it's not even worth taking seriously. Like why be sad about it? Why suffer? Why not laugh about it, you know? Why like it's funny, you know? It's really funny. Haha. And I think rather than diving into my imaginations and into my suffering and like others like other of these things that make me suffer, I rather just explore the absurd part of life and really explore that it hits me so hard that like it changes my perspective on life. I start to not take it seriously. Of course, I choose to be myself, choose to do my own things like I always do, but the absurd just hits me so hard that it just flips. Like I no longer suffer, I no longer like feel that much of pain. I laugh, laugh about it. This is what I think makes you powerful, like in a good way. Oh, you didn't pass an exam? Laugh about it because it's absurd, man. It's not your fault. It's not. The thing is that being hard on yourself too much is is quite is bring you suffering. You have to also understand that, like I said, we were born in this world and we did not choose this life and this path. I mean, we did choose some paths, but mostly we just, it happened. And there is a lot of systems in this world that make no sense. And yeah, there is no sense of it. There is no logic. And this is not our fault. It's not always our fault. It's really not. You don't have to, like, for example, you got rejected by a girl. You don't have to suffer. You don't have to look smacks more. You don't. Maybe that girl doesn't match you. It doesn't. And yeah, there is also a lot of zodiac signs, and the these play a big role in bonding. So yeah, so that's pretty much what I wanted to say today, and I think I made my point here. So I think I'm going to end here. And yeah, guys, hope this hope this helped you. It all also helped me to dive into this absurd part of life and not give a crap about this. So yeah, guys, peace out. Have a nice day, and don't give a crap. Enjoy your life. Laugh more. Laugh at failures. Don't take it seriously that much. And yeah, goodbye, guys.